It is a Thursday evening. Mei Lin, 63, is at her kitchen table in Bishan. There is a CPF Board letter in front of her. It arrived 11 days ago, 3 months before her 65th birthday. She has been putting it off. She finally opens it. It asks her to choose a CPF LIFE plan, standard, escalating, or basic. And it says she can start her payouts at 65 or defer them up to age 70. She calls her daughter. Her daughter says, "Just take the money at 65 lah, then you can use it." Mei Lin nods. The money is hers. Why wait? She ticks standard plan. She marks 65 as her start age. She submits the form online. 11 minutes. What no one told her, what almost no one tells you clearly before that letter arrives, is that a different set of choices on that same form would have paid her approximately 150,000 Singapore dollars more over the rest of her life. Not 150,000 total, 150,000 more than what she just chose. Tonight, we go through every CPF Life decision that cost Singaporeans that money. Real calculations, official 2026 CPF Board numbers, so you can run your own situation before your letter arrives. Because once you submit that form, most of it cannot be changed. Before the decisions, one number that changes how you see all of them. Singaporeans aged 65 today are expected to live to 86.6 years. That is from the SingStat Complete Life Tables published June 2026, the most current data available. Women aged 65 live to 88.1 on average, men to 84.9. More than 1 in 2 Singaporeans who reach 65 will still be alive at 85. 21 to 23 years of retirement, not 10, not 15. Every CPF Life mistake comes from not truly believing this number. People plan for 15 years, they live for 22. The gap is where the money disappears, quietly, month by month, in a payout that was never as high as it could have been. Decision 1. When to start. Mei Lin ticked 65 without thinking about it. Almost everyone does. CPF Board is explicit. For every year you defer between 65 and 70, your monthly payout increases by up to 7%. Defer all 5 years, your payout increases by up to 35%. That is not a small adjustment. On the full retirement sum, standard plan, the numbers look like this. Start at 65, approximately $1,780 per month. Start at 70, approximately $2,400 per month. $620 more, every month, for the rest of your life. The break-even, where the total cumulative payouts from deferring catch up with starting at 65, is approximately age 84. Live past 84 and deferring wins. Die before it and starting at 65 wins. Mei Lin is a woman. Women aged 65 in Singapore are expected to live to 88.1. Statistically, she will live 4 years past the break-even. At $620 a month for 48 months, nearly $30,000 ahead. Every additional month adds to that gap. If she lives to 90, and 36% of all Singaporeans born today will, she receives $2,400 for 20 years. $576,000 total. Starting at 65, $1,780 for 25 years. $534,000. Net difference, $42,000. From one decision she made in 11 minutes. Now here is the part almost nobody calculates. Her husband David, 61, is a senior engineer in Jurong East, still working under re-employment. Singapore's re-employment age moved to 69 from the 1st of July 2026. He earns his own salary. He does not need CPF payouts at 65. He defers to 70 as well. 2 people, each deferring. Combined monthly difference starting at 70. $1,240 per month for life. Over 20 years of retirement together. $297,600 more than if both had started at 65. Nearly $300,000 from the same CPF savings. No additional top-up, no investment. 2 decisions on 2 forms. The reason most Singaporeans cannot defer is not because they chose not to. It is because they never built the bridge. 5 years of income from 65 to 69 from somewhere other than CPF Life. They arrive at 65 with CPF as their only plan, and deferral is impossible. That bridge must be built at 50, not 64. Decision 2. Which plan? 60 days after submitting her form, Mei Lin will be on the standard plan for life. She cannot change it. But right now, 3 months before her 65th birthday, she still has a choice. 3 plans, 3 completely different income trajectories. Most Singaporeans either choose standard reflexively or say nothing and CPF assigns it automatically. Both lead to the same place. The one that causes real damage is basic, chosen by a meaningful share of members who believe it protects their children's inheritance. Standard plan, approximately $1,780 per month at full retirement sum. Fixed, never increases. In 20 years, at Singapore's long-term average inflation of 2.5% per year, that $1,780 has the purchasing power of approximately $1,100 in today's money. You are not holding steady. You are falling behind every single year. Escalating Plan, approximately $1,424 per month at start, 20% lower than standard, but it increases by 2% every year, forever. Siu Hoon is 65, retired teacher from Toa Payoh, chose escalating 3 years ago. Her daughter told her she was making a mistake. Lower starting payout? Why would you do that? Siu Hoon's starting payout was $356 less per month than standard. Her daughter watched that gap and said, "See, I told you so." Here is where it stands now. At 73, year 8, her escalating payout is $1,663, still below standard. Her daughter is still right. At 78, year 13, $1,783. She crosses standard for the first time. At 85, year 20, $2,132 per month. Standard is still paying $1,780. Escalating is paying $352 more every month in the exact years when healthcare costs, domestic help, and everything else costs the most. Siu Hoon's daughter has stopped commenting. The crossover at 78 is the key number. If CPF Life will be your primary income and you expect to live into your 80s, which most Singaporean women will, escalating deserves serious consideration. The cost is lower income in your 60s and early 70s. If you have SRS, dividend income, or part-time work covering those years, that cost disappears. If CPF Life is your sole income, standard, basic plan, this is where the damage is worst and most invisible. Grace, 72, Tampines. She chose basic at 65 because she wanted to leave money to her 2 children. The basic plan gives a lower monthly payout, approximately 10 to 15% less than standard at the full retirement sum, around $1,500 to $1,600 per month. But it leaves a higher bequest when you die. That was Grace's reasoning. Her children's future mattered more than her own monthly income. CPF Board published an official warning about exactly this reasoning. Choosing the basic plan does not necessarily guarantee a larger amount of bequest. Due to medical and technological advancements, Singaporeans are living longer. Hence, by the time one passes away, CPF savings may well be exhausted. The mechanism that makes this true: under basic, only 10 to 20% of your retirement account enters the CPF Life annuity pool. The rest stays in your RA and is paid out directly from there monthly. When your RA balance falls below $60,000, which happens in your late 70s or early 80s for most members, your monthly payout actually decreases. The extra 1% interest CPF pays on the first $60,000 drops as the balance drops. Your income falls at the exact moment you need it most. Grace is 72. Her RA balance has dropped below $60,000. Her monthly payout has started declining. She is in Tampines with $1,480 per month, less than she received at 65. Her two children, both in their 40s with mortgages, are now quietly supplementing her food budget. The inheritance she sacrificed her monthly income to protect has already been spent keeping her alive comfortably today. The difference between basic and standard over 22 years of retirement, $240 to $265 less per month, totals approximately $60,000 in lower lifetime income. Income she needed, not income she left to anyone. The one person who should genuinely choose basic, substantial other income, genuinely wants to leave a legacy, has calculated their realistic lifespan against the bequest math and accepted the trade. That is a minority. Most choose it because the word inheritance sounded responsible at a CC Financial talk. The plan choice is locked 12 months after joining CPF Life. There is no review, no second letter. The window closes and your income trajectory is set. Decision 3. What happened at 55? Mei Lin's brother Rajan is 52, operations manager Hougang. He is watching this video because his friend mentioned it at a coffee shop. He is 13 years away from the CPF letter that changed Mei Lin's retirement. He has not made any mistakes yet. Right now, Rajan has $210,000 across his CPF accounts. He is close to the full retirement sum of $220,400. He knows that at 55, he will be able to make cash withdrawals from anything above the FRS. He has been thinking of using that to renovate his flat, maybe $80,000. Here is what $80,000 in CPF costs over 13 years. His retirement account earns 4% per year base, plus 1 additional percent on the first $60,000, effectively 5% on that tranche. $80,000 at 5% for 13 years. $153,822 by age 65. $80,000 sitting in a bank fixed deposit at 2.5% for 13 years. $112,600. The difference in Rajan's RA at 65 if he withdraws versus keeps. $41,200. At the full retirement sum, each additional $22,000 in RA generates approximately $140 more per month in CPF Life payout. $41,000 generates approximately $260 more per month. Over 22 years of retirement, 260 multiplied by 264 months, $68,640 in lifetime CPF Life income, lost to a renovation he could have funded from cash savings instead. CPF Board's own data from 2019, around 4 in 10 CPF members who had the right to make withdrawals after 55 did not withdraw anything at all. Among those who did withdraw, most parked the money in banks at lower interest rates or spent it on near-term purchases. They gave up CPF's guaranteed 5% for DBS's 2.5%. I can withdraw does not mean I should withdraw. For Rajan, that distinction is worth $68,000. He has not made the mistake yet. He is watching this video 3 years before his 55th birthday. That is the exact right time. Decision 4. The top-up most people ignore until it is too late. Rajan is 52. He has 13 years before his CPF Life payout begins. Every year from now is a year his retirement account can compound at 4 to 5% on money he adds voluntarily. In 2025, CPF raised the enhanced retirement sum to 4 times the basic retirement sum. In 2026, 440,800 Singapore dollars. That is the maximum his RA can hold. At the full retirement sum, 220,400, his payout at 65 is approximately $1,780 per month. At the enhanced retirement sum, 440,800, his payout at 65 is approximately $3,440 per month. The difference, $1,660 per month, tax-free, for life, from the same CPF Life structure, just more capital put in. Under the Retirement Sum Topping Up Scheme, confirmed by IRAS for Year of Assessment 2026, cash top-ups to the retirement account qualify for income tax relief of up to 8,000 Singapore dollars per year. For Rajan on the 15% marginal tax rate, he earns around 90,000 a year. 8,000 in top-ups saves 1,200 in tax that same year. He tops up $8,000 into his RA every January for 13 years. That is $104,000 into RA, compounding at 4%. He recovers $15,600 in tax relief across those years. At 65, his RA is materially larger. His payout is materially higher, every month, for the rest of his life. He does this instead of the renovation. His flat stays as it is. He will not notice the kitchen tiles at 83. He will notice the payout. Now the compound of all four decisions. Mei Lin. Standard plan. Started at 65, never deferred, never topped up. The lowest income version of every decision, chosen in 11 minutes on a Thursday evening. Siu Hun. Escalating. Deferred to 70, topped up annually from 55. At 70, her CPF Life payout started at approximately $2,100 per month, lower than Mei Lin's by virtue of the escalating start, but already on a trajectory that will cross Mei Lin's fixed 1,780 by 78, and then pull permanently ahead into her 80s. David deferred. Rajan has not made the mistakes yet. The gap between the lowest income version and the highest income version of the same CPF life savings, same FRS balance, same retirement, different four decisions, runs between 130,000 and 200,000 Singapore dollars over a 22-year retirement. Not one catastrophic mistake, four quiet ones. $260 less per month here, $620 less there. An RA that was 80,000 lighter at 65. A plan that never grew with inflation. By the time any of it becomes visible, the form is locked. The window is closed. The 12-month plan selection period is over. Four decisions, all of them invisible, none of them reversible. Here is the correct sequence, not the checklist. What each person above should have done, and what you can still do depending on your age tonight. If you are in your early 50s, you are Rajan. The renovation is not yet spent. The top-up years are ahead. 8,000 per year into RA. Claim the RSTU tax relief. Let it compound at 4 to 5% for the next 10 to 13 years. Do not treat the CPF withdrawal right at 55 as a birthday gift. Treat it as a question. How much does taking this money out cost me in CPF Life payout at 65? The CPF Life Payout Estimator at cpf.gov.sg gives you the exact number in 2 minutes. Run it before you decide. If you are in your late 50s or early 60s, build the bridge now. 5 years of income from 65 to 69, because you want the option to defer. Singapore Savings Bonds, 2.11% average yield, government guaranteed, redeemable any month without penalty. SRS account topped up and invested. Dividend income from REITs and bank shares. No dividend tax in Singapore, every cent yours. Continued part-time work under re-employment to 69. You do not need all of these. You need enough of them to cover $1,800 to $2,000 per month for 60 months. That is the bridge. Identify it. Build it deliberately. If you are 63, you are Mei Lin. If you have not submitted your form yet, do not submit it tonight. Log into cpf.gov.sg, open Plan My Monthly Payouts, enter your RA balance, and run the deferral calculator. The number at age 70 will be larger than the number at 65. Decide whether your income between 65 and 69 can cover the gap. If it can, defer. If your only income is CPF Life, start at 65 and choose Standard. Do not choose Basic unless you have modeled the bequest math honestly against a life expectancy past 85. And if the letter has already been submitted, you have 12 months from your CPF Life joining date to switch plans. Check your joining date. That window matters. Mei Lin is still 63. She has not submitted the form. She called the CPF Board hotline the day after that Thursday evening, 1-800 Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. She confirmed she has time. She is working part-time as an accounts assistant in Bishan, $2,000 per month, and qualifies for re-employment to 69. She has 60,000 in Singapore savings bonds and 42,000 in her SRS account. She ran the bridge calculation herself. From 65 to 69. 5 years, $1,900 a month. Total bridge needed, 114,000. Available, 102,000 plus 2,000 per month from part-time work. The bridge exists. She built it over the last 8 years without realizing it was a bridge. Tonight, she is not calling her daughter. She is on cpf.gov.sg. She opens Plan My Monthly Payouts. She enters her RA balance. The number for age 70 is larger than anything she expected. She does not submit the form yet. She saves the screenshot. She is going to think about it for 3 more days. That is the right decision. The question CPF Life is actually asking is not which plan you prefer. It is asking which version of your 80s you are prepared for. The version where you are 83 on $1,780 per month, and the same hawker meal that cost $4.50 in 2026 now costs $7, MediShield Life premiums have crept up, and you are already at your ceiling. Nothing can be added. The form was locked 8 years ago. Or the version where you deferred, chose deliberately, topped up from 52, and have $2,400 per month, a number that was never available to you unless you built for it. Same CPF savings, same salary, 2 different versions of the same retirement. The difference is 4 decisions made across 20 years, each of them invisible at the time. The form takes 11 minutes. The consequence lasts 22 years. What is your CPF Life start age? The one you are planning, not the one you defaulted to. If you have not run the deferral number for your specific RA balance, open cpf.gov.sg tonight and use Plan My Monthly Payouts. Then put your actual estimated payout in the comments below. I will tell you whether the bridge you need is realistic for your situation. Next video, the SRS mistake most Singaporeans are making right now, and the one decision that saves them $40,000 in tax they did not know they owed. Subscribe so you do not miss it.